Alright guys, we're going to be talking about a nice little gem that I picked up recently in a rare set auction on their stream, of course. So this thing I had never heard of before. I've never heard of this artist. Brand new to me at this point. Actually, one of the other reasons I bought it off the auction is the look of this guy. He looks super 80s for one thing. The name I had never heard before, so I knew it was something rare and interesting. And then also, BioPanda was playing some samples on there, and it sounded like the most delicious, amateur, MIDI-driven goth pop. And it was so charming and awesome. So I got the hell out of this. Pretty good deal, I would say. I had a short little war, but it was worth it. The title of this release is妖精の城, which roughly translates to Fairy Castle. Okay, a little backstory. I looked it up. This is actually the solo project of this guy. His name is Makoto Miyomi. This album features a guy named Yorihisa Sugimoto on guitars, but for the most part, it's this guy's instrumentation and composition. And he's sort of a pianist, MIDI, keyboard player. So for the most part, the music is electronic and very MIDI-like, very melodic, just piano notes, soft synths, and all that great stuff. This mini album, I guess you could say, features 7 tracks. A couple of them are instrumental, but for the most part, they actually have vocals, very nasal vocals. This is the label Makoto Miyomi ran, and he released all his stuff under this label. All, if not most, of his released stuff released under this label, Stained Blue Record. And as far as I know, there's only 2 releases released under this name, Divine Grace. Other than Divine Grace, he released stuff under a solo project with his own name, and then a project released under Sound Actor Miyomi. And I couldn't find much description on his music and, whatever his theming and philosophy was, but based on Sound Actor, I'm assuming he had very, theatrical stage performances to go along with his music. This project of his used to have another member named Akira, and I'm not sure what instrument they contributed. I've just seen flyers and photos of them. I'm also not sure when this was released. This album in particular, it looks very 80s, but I have a good feeling based on his other stuff that this is early 90s material. This may even be his latest release under Divine Grace. He was active all throughout the early to mid 90s. Let's see, what do we got inside? Divine Grace, Stained Blue Record. I'm guessing this is maybe the second release under this label, because usually you start with a number and then leave 2 numbers open for, iterations. And then the last number is the starting point for the issue. So it's probably the second on his label. I'm just guessing, man. I don't know. Check this out. Okay, first page, Divine Grace. Produced by Makoto Miyomi. All tracks composed by that guy. Look at his hair, man! Oh my god, it's so great. He's just got it sticking up for no reason. Mixed and engineered by him. Recorded and mixed at his record label. At his fucking studio, I'm sure. His home studio. Which back then was probably an old PC. Maybe an Apple PC. Maybe a Windows 98 PC. Or maybe it was an actual studio. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Special thanks Yorihisa Sugimoto played guitar on tracks 2 and 5. Fun fact, listening to this repeatedly after getting it, those are my favorite tracks because of his guitar. He's so good. Look at this. The last few pages are just other pictures from his photo shoot. Look how just stylish he was. He's wearing I'm pretty sure he's wearing maybe a trash bag. Maybe a few trash bags put together. Maybe he just went to a craft store and picked up a sheet of pleather and said, just, fuck me up, fam. I like this picture the best. because he looks mysterious. You can see all the piecing he did. I wonder how long it took him just to stick all that up and hairspray it to death. He likes to be wrapped up in that thing. He looks very safe in that trash bag. What are we doing from here? A recording system. Apple Macintosh. Like I said! And a Kai. Kurzweil MIDI board. Okay. Sequential circuits. So he had actually decent gear. The music sounds really, it doesn't sound like it was made on expensive synths. This release, I did not get this with an Obi. However, obviously I would not have expected to get it at all because it was a total unknown to me. This guy, Makoto Miyomi, is actually currently active as an independent neoclassical symphonic music composer. He makes stuff that sounds like video game music. He actually plays with a full ensemble of instrumentalists live in tiny little indie venues. It's interesting. There's videos up online. If you search up his project name, Cyclima, you'll find him. He's got dark hair now. He looks very modern VK. He kind of updated his look. He's still just as full VK, but his music really doesn't sound like it. It sounds more like a project dedicated to instrumental interludes. He doesn't sing anymore. Sometimes he has female vocalists sing in his music, and they're kind of like, operatic. Anyways, I recommend this CD. I got this through a Rare's Hut live stream auction. Rare's Hut is a website where you can go and pick up a lot of rare Visual K CDs, VHS, cassette tapes, miscellaneous merch, all for great deals. They have a catalog online, and they also have streams once every month or two, maybe twice on certain months, depending on the holidays. Like them on Facebook. You'll get the updates there. Doesn't chew a hole in my pocket paying tons of shipping fees, buying from Yahoo Japan and stuff like that. So, thanks, Rare's Hut.